Okay, welcome back to what should be the final episode of this playthrough of Pokemon Y. Last time we finished off of the remaining things with the Looker Bureau, and today we're going to be hunting down our legendary Pokemon encounters. However, unfortunately this does require tracking down a roaming legendary, which means this could be a bit of a pain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this episode out normally. I'm going to start the episode out normally, and then I'll probably just, I think what I'm going to do for it is I'm going to pick up this Fletchling so I have a Pokemon that flies. And then I'll go and encounter it once. Like, I'll search around until I find the thing once. Then I'll just quickly, like, fast forward through everything else. And then, and then I'll go and actually have the proper encounter with it. So, yeah, hopefully we can actually find this thing without too much hassle. But I know my luck, it's probably... Like, this is probably going to be one of those times where I take an eternity to find it. It's like, of course, the one time I'm, like, recording it, I'll just take forever to find it. But hey, who knows, maybe I'll get super lucky, go out onto the route and immediately find it. But anything could happen. However, I do know that it's only in water and grass, so if I went out on the desert route, it wouldn't have helped me there. And so, normally, you get one of the legendary birds, which is obviously either not Flareon, either Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres. And this usually... Oh, well, yeah, well, we found it once. Okay, we have a Ho-Oh! Okay, that's a Ho-Oh. So our encounter is Ho-Oh. However, it will just run away from us, and it will do this like 12 times. However, now if I look in my Pokedex, Ho-Oh should be registered, I think. So let's quickly just scroll all the way down through here, down to like the 200s-ish, because here is Ho-Oh, there it is, and it appears to currently be near like, Route 7? Route 8? Sorry, Route 10. So yeah, I'm basically just going to have to go and hunt this thing down for a while, because this will take... Because I have to go and find it like 11 times. I think I need to find it 11 more times. So yeah, I'm going to fast forward through this bit, and I won't be narrating any of it, so I'll just pretty much just have a massive fast forward until I get to the final time where I can actually go and encounter it. So I will be right back, and hopefully this won't take too long. Okay, so it took about another hour, so I just decided to make a cut. But now we are finally ready to go to the Sea Spirit's Den and encounter Zapdos properly. I also decided to bring the Hydreigon that I caught along with me, just for general conveniences. And also, yeah, I now have a Super Repel on, because I just want to avoid all the Pokemon that I can. And I gave Demeter the, the Choice Scarf. And my best bet here is if I go for Choice Scarf, Discharge, and hope for the best. Because I don't have access to Stun Spore. I don't have access to Stun Spore, and I don't have access to Thunder Wave. So I don't have guaranteed paralysis available on anything, without having to, like, do a, a ton of grinding for one of my other Pokemon, and that would just take forever. So, well, now we're here at the Sea Spirit's Den, and we can't hear it directly above us, so we step on this little thing here, and it'll swoop down and attack. So, we know this is Ho-Oh. Normally this would be Zapdos. If this would be Zapdos because I started with Fennekin. If I'd started with Chespin, I think it would have been... I think it's like if I started with Chespin, it would have been Articuno, and if I'd started with Froakie, it would have been Moltres. I might be wrong on that. Hopefully it doesn't get the boost from Ancient Power. 10 out of 10, it didn't get the boosts from Ancient Power. I love it when that happens. Okay, so the main reason... Okay, it went for Ancient Power again. I'll be totally honest, I am a little bit concerned about this Ho-Oh, though, because obviously I knew it would have Ancient Power, which is why I didn't want to use Helios. However, Surcat probably still doesn't appreciate a Sacred Fire, and I know it has Sacred Fire. Like, I know this thing will have Sacred Fire, Ancient Power, and Safeguard. I don't know its fourth move, though. And that fourth move is kind of scary, mostly just because I don't know what it is. Fortunately, it seems very set on just kind of using Safeguard, so I'm kind of okay for now. However, all I can really do is just throw Pokeballs at it and hope for the best. So, yeah, this could take a little while. Hopefully it won't, but honestly, I am very well... Okay, there's Sacred Fire. That hits Demeter for 165. I do not want to keep Demeter in for that. That's a really bad idea. One thing I will say, though, is before I came in here, I was looking at my box to kind of just decide what to bring. You know, see if I had anything I could sack just in case. I mean, realistically, I had plenty of Pokemon I could have just sacked just in case, but decided against most of them. And I decided to have just a quick look in the Death Box, because I know that Ho-Oh is super powerful. And that's when it kind of hit me that it would have been great if I, you know, had Salamence, or Granbull, or Gyarados. You know, those Pokemon that I pretty much just let die for nothing. If I had those right now, I'd be able to just kind of switch in and out between them pretty comfortably. And you know, cut this Ho-Oh's attack stat down a lot. However, 10 out of 10 stayed in the ball, we don't need to worry. Also, if at any moment during this bit of recording, it might not happen, if there's one bit where like all sounds just drops for a few seconds, that just means the doorbell went, because I'm expecting a delivery at some point today. And I don't know when it'll be, so yeah, anything could happen. But hey, that's just the kind of rush for things before Christmas, I guess. So it could happen, it might not, who knows? Because I certainly don't. Either way, with that, we can just hop on Fletchling and fly on over to Snowbell City, as we can go and hunt down our second of our 3 legendaries. So we've already caught Yveltal, which was Reshiram, and now we've caught Zapdos, which was Ho-Oh. Honestly, I'm just going to keep Ho-Oh with me just for general convenience. You know, save about 5 seconds. Save about the 10 seconds it would take me to actually, you know, go and drop it in the PC. Hopefully I won't need it, but, you know, anything could happen. And anyway, having the defenses of a legendary Pokemon is always welcome. It also helps if I remember to go the right way. So, you go down, then you make a left, then you dodge these kids, because I don't think I've actually fought them at all in this playthrough. And, man, I was really hoping I could at least find one horde of Trevenants or something. Because I'll be honest, I think Trevenant is super cool. That, and sometimes when you find Trevenant, you can also find a Pseudo-Wudo in the horde, and I think that's very funny. Okay, so let's just... I should have just put the Repel on. I should have just kept the Repel on in the cave. Well, if nothing else, I did get to see a Trevenant. So, I guess I'll call that a win. I do hope that in a future playthrough I get to use a Trevenant, though. Because Trevenant's such a cool-looking Pokemon. Okay, so now I go down here, and now I just dodge the first exit, go out the second, and throw on a Repel, because we've now made it to the Pokemon Village. And so, pretty much now all I have to do is, you know, skate my way around here. I say skate my way around, I'm on a bike, but whatever. Hop on Hydreigon and just kind of surf across. Why we don't just fly across, I don't know, but hey, here we are. And we arrive at the Unknown Dungeon. Which means there's only ever going to be one Pokemon in here. And since this game loves Gen 1 so much, of course it's going to be Mewtwo. Okay, so, let's head right on in and challenge this Mewtwo and see what it is. Because, you know, it'll be another legendary, but it more than likely wouldn't be Mewtwo. It is possible it could have re-randomized to Mewtwo, but the odds of that are probably like, what, 1 in 50 or something at this point? Okay, that's a Terrakion. That's not bad. I mean, I say that like it makes any difference, really. Okay, that's Quick Guard, doesn't make any difference because I don't have any priority moves. Can I see a Paralysis, though? No, I cannot. Take 2, can I see a Paralysis, though? I can see a crit and a para. However, Workup is scary. Workup is very scary. So, I'm gonna just switch to Surcat, who is my best physically defensive Pokemon, and hope for the best. On the plus side, since this thing is now paralyzed, 1, it's way slower, 2, it's less likely to move, and 3, it just makes it easier to catch. Or at least that's what the game has always told me, and it seems to work. However, it definitely doesn't seem like it wants to stay in the ball. It definitely doesn't want to cooperate easily, but hey, that's just the nature of legendary Pokemon. So Terrakion is now at +3, and it's now at +4. And I'll be honest, my Gliscor may have really good physical defense. I don't think it appreciates +4 Stone Edge from a Terrakion. To be honest, I don't think there are many Pokemon that would appreciate it. I don't think there's any Pokemon that would appreciate a +6 Stone Edge from a Terrakion. But hopefully it'll just stay in the ball and I don't need to worry about that. Because honestly, this could be a case where I just need to turn and run away like a big hero. However, this has also informed me of something. This Terrakion only has 1 attacking move. I assume it'll have Stone Edge. Or Close Combat. But it's already shown me Quick Guard, it's already shown me Work Up, and it's already shown me Swords Dance. So, assumably, it can only have 1 attacking move, if that. But I assume it should have Stone Edge, because it's a super high-level rock type. 1, 2, 3, no, that's 2. Okay, fortunately for me, since Swords Dance only boosted its physical attack, it can raise its special attack more with Work Up, so I don't need to worry as much. However, when it does start throwing out the actual attacks, that's when it gets dangerous. I mean, on the plus side, it shouldn't have access to many of them, because even if it's Close Combat or Stone Edge, it should only have up to 5 uses. Okay, can Surcat take a +6? Surcat cannot take a +6. Okay. Not ideal. Wasn't what I wanted in the slightest. I'll be honest, I hate Terrakion. I hate Terrakion and its stupid face. Okay. Stay in the ball, please. I can't believe I got the crit para and it just isn't working. Like, it's in the red, it's paralyzed, and it's not staying in the ball. I mean, I guess that's just the nature of Pokemon sometimes. Sometimes, like, the game will tell you, yeah, put it in the red, put it in the red, give it a status ailment, it'll make it easier to catch. And then the game will sometimes just go, no, actually, I don't feel like it, and just kill you anyway, so, or more accurately, perhaps more threateningly accurately anyway, it will, wear out its PP and then it'll knock itself out. On the plus side, oh wait, I was going to say on the plus side I have 6 Pokemon. Yeah, I do have 6 Pokemon on me currently. So it can't actually wipe me out, I don't think. And since it has a whole bunch of stat boosting moves and things, those actually usually have a fair bit of PP. So we should actually maybe be okay here. And it missed a Stone Edge. Of course it couldn't have missed the one on my Gliscor. I would have loved it if it had missed the one on my Gliscor. 1. No. Yeah, I'll be honest, this is taking a little while and I'm starting to get a little irritated by it. Mostly just because, like, I don't have anything else to really add here. I'm just kind of throwing Pokeballs at it and hoping for the best. This is why I should have looked around and I should have gone around all the Pokemarts again and just double checked to see if there was anything anywhere that had Timer Balls available. Because I think the Timer Ball would have been very helpful here. Because I've been in this fight for probably like 30 turns at this point, and it still doesn't stay in. I like how it shook 3 times. It stopped for just a second, to give me a tiny bit of false hope that it would stay in, and then I went, no, actually. But I can't really do anything here. Like, I can't hit it again, really, because I'll just knock it out. Like, I can't hit it with Demeter or Helios or Hydreigon, because they'll just knock it out. Reducing its stats won't really make all that much difference, because it'll just bring them back up. And, well, I just need to hope the Pokeball will just stay in and work. You know what, if the Ultra Ball doesn't work this time, I'll try a different kind. 2. No, okay. There's Stone Edge. It absolutely just annihilates Fletchling, but you know what? I don't think the +6 really mattered on that. I'm going to go to Hydreigon, because unfortunately Hydreigon is the most expendable thing right now. And by that I mean I don't know what the next thing is, so hopefully it won't be a case where I'll need to like have Hydreigon for it. But on the plus side, no, there's work up. This is taking forever. This is actually taking forever. Okay, I'm going to throw one more Ultra Ball, and then I have one Dusk Ball in my inventory. And I have, 2, 3, staying. Finally! That took ages. That took ages and killed my Gliscor. The Fletchling I'm not that worried about or sad about. The Gliscor though, I'm genuinely upset about. But hey, we have Terrakion now. And also, because that was Mewtwo, we also get a Mewtwo Y. Obviously, so that's because we're playing Pokemon Y. If we'd been playing Pokemon X, we would have gotten the Mewtwo X. I'm very glad that that encounter doesn't work against... Like, I'm glad that that encounter isn't against the Mega Mewtwo. I think that would have been really cool, though, if you, like, got to that cave, and then you had to fight Mega Mewtwo. I think that would have been super sick. Like, I think it would have been super cool if you had to fight Mega Mewtwo, and instead of catching it, you had just had to fight it. Like, what if it was just, like, a level 90 Mewtwo or something that automatically Mega evolves when you encounter it? And then you just kind of beat it, and then you can catch it. Or maybe you just beat it, and then it's like, okay, I'll come with you. Okay, you know what? I'm genuinely really upset about this. I haven't put Surcat in the death box. And to a lesser extent, Fletchling is also here. But yeah, so pretty much, I'm going to keep her with me, just in case. Honestly, I should probably bring Terrakion too. But no, I'm going to stick it out with these... I'm going to stick it out with these to the end now. I am, however, I am going to go and buy another escape rope. To be totally honest, I didn't think I had one, but hey. So, now we have the final thing we have to do in this game, which is a trip into the depths of Terminus Cave. Which, to be fair, is kind of cool. I do like Terminus Cave. I like the idea of it. However, I'm also going to try to avoid all the trainers if I can. Well, I'm going to try to avoid as many of the trainers as I can. I think would be a more accurate statement, because I don't think I can dodge all of them. Either way, I'm going to try to get through as many of them as I can without any hassle. But, to be totally honest, I think I will have to fight at least 2 or 3. But either way, it probably won't be that much of a difference, because I'm like 20 levels higher than the people in this cave. And then we can encounter our final legendary Pokemon, and then that is it. That'll be the final thing we have to do in this playthrough. Also, I'm very glad that Graveler did not have Sturdy. And, okay, they have a Golem as well. I hope none of these Pokemon have Sturdy, because if they do, I may be in danger. Because if they have Sturdy, it has Sturdy. No explosion? Okay. It was an earthquake. Crisis averted. I mean, it's still a ton of damage, but still. And since I'm Choice Scarfed, I'm still kind of stuck into using... Since I'm Choice Scarfed, I am still stuck into using Magical Leaf. So I just need to hope that this Graveler doesn't have Sturdy, because if it survives a Magical Leaf and goes for Explosion, I probably lose Demeter. 10 out of 10. Fantastic. Okay, so that is all. That is Worker Narek defeated, and we can continue on through Terminus Cave. I will, however, say it is a little bit on the inconvenient side how I don't have access to Rock Smash, like, at all in this game. And because I never got the TM for it, because the TM for it was randomized to something else. And there's, like, 2 Pokemon that... I think there's, like, 1 or 2 Pokemon that naturally learn Rock Smash by level up. And, I don't have access to either of them. And also... kind of sad that we found a thick club right at the end of the game. It's like, great, could I have gotten that when my Marowak was alive? What? No? Of course not. Why would I ever get an item specific for a Pokemon while I have that Pokemon alive? Okay, Nidoking and Nidoqueen. Well, these are two poison types, and even though I don't think they naturally would have Poison Jab, I'm still just going to switch to Hydreigon for safety, and take out the Nidoking first with Helios. I'm a bit more threatened by a Nidoking than a Nidoqueen, I think. To be honest, I think Nidoking just typically has more offense. I might be wrong, I don't know a whole bunch of Pokemon stats off the top of my head, but I think typically Nidoking is more kind of offensively oriented. I might be completely wrong on that. You know what? I think I probably could have left Helios in. Sorry, I could have left Florges in, because realistically, that just went for Poison Sting, and it was level 56. Well, either way, we're just gonna land double Oblivion Wing. I'll be totally honest, I think Hydreigon having Oblivion Wing just looks so sick. Like, I know that it's Yveltal's like super move, but it's its signature move, it's its exclusive move. I still think it would have been super cool for Hydreigon to just get that, mostly because I think it's a super cool move. Okay, so we're on one Repel, and I think we're pretty close to the end here. I think this is the last guy we have to fight. So congratulations to Worker Yusuf, who was going to be our final trainer battle in this playthrough. And now the question is, can I beat this Probo Pass without losing Demeter? I really hope I can, because okay, that's a lock on. It'll probably go for Zap Cannon, would be my guess. And it'll take 3 Magical Leaps to knock out this Probo Pass. Well, there it is, there's Zap Cannon. I mean, it's a lot less impressive landing it when, you know... It's a lot less impressive to land Zap Cannon when you have Lock on, you know? Either way, we're just gonna go for that. And also, it did next to nothing. Demeter just ate that hit for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and any other meal of the day you want to have. Snacks included. I think I made that joke in the last episode, but still. Okay, so let's use a full restore, get Demeter all the way healed back up, and head on up to what should be the end of the game. Music dropped out, which means we are finally here. The final room of Pokemon X and Y, where the final legendary Pokemon awaits. Also, I do like how in this room you have 4 kind of branching paths that make an X. I think that's cool. We are also about to see kind of one of my main complaints about the kind of treatment of Pokemon X and Y, mostly being the final legendary Pokemon itself, and how, despite it being here and clearly having an important presence, that would very evidently be felt in the anime, it never got that in Kalos, despite the fact that it's, you know, a quintessential part of Kalos' lore. Okay, so, in we go for our final encounter with Zygarde. Zygarde is what's our Zygarde? It is a Heatran. Okay, so let's go for Discharge. We're still Choice Scarfed. Hopefully I can get the Paralysis. Okay, Iron Head hits for a lot. That's really bad for me. But I know it has Iron Head now. I'll switch to Hydreigon. I'll switch to Hydreigon because I don't know if this thing will have Ancient Power or Stone Edge. I remember it getting Ancient Power, I think, in Gen 4. And I think it even has it in Gen 5. So it stands to reason that it would still have it in Gen 6. And I just hope Hydreigon can land a Surf and not knock this thing out. It doesn't knock it out, but it does drop it pretty low. Okay, so Fire Spin is going to do a lot of damage, though. And by that I mean it's going to do a lot of kind of, like, residual damage. But now, all I really need to do is throw Pokeballs out and hope for the best. That's because, realistically, I've now done all that I can do here. Like, Like, all I can do now is throw Pokeballs at it and hope it stays in the ball before all of my Pokemon die. I'm going to take a chance and throw the Dusk Ball, because we are pretty deep into a cave. And it did not shake at all. At all. Okay, so that's Lava Plume. So I now know 3 of this thing's moves. It has Iron Head, Lava Plume, Fire Spin. I'm going to switch to Helios now. Honestly, maybe I should have gone to Ho-Oh, because Ho-Oh would have even more special defense than Helios does. Either way, as long as this Heatran stays in, I think we're okay. 1. Nope. This may take a little while. But yeah, so pretty much I always thought Zygarde was a really interesting part of Kalos' lore, that unfortunately I guess Game Freak had other ideas for it, because they kind of just shoved it out of Kalos and went, "You're in Alola now," which I always just, that kind of just irritated me a bit. And by a bit, I mean to no end. It irritates me to this day. It's like, genuinely, I think part of the reason why... Okay, its last move is Scary Face, good to know. Like, genuinely, I think part of my main reason for why I don't like Sun and Moon, aside from I don't really like Alola in general. Like, I like the idea that I like a lot of the ideas that Alola brought, but in general, I'm gonna switch out to Ho-Oh, I think. But in general, I think just there's so many ideas in whatchamacallit, in Sun and Moon, that I'm basically just like, why wasn't this in X and Y too? Why wasn't this in Pokemon Z? Like, I don't think there's ever been like an official thing that was like, yeah, there was going to be a Pokemon Z. Like, as far as I'm aware, it was probably always planned just to do Sun and Moon. But like, I don't know, there's so many things about Zygarde. Like, all the Zygarde cells, like, I think it's like 1,000 Arrows or whatever it's called. It's like special move and everything. The alternate forms. Like, there's so many things about Zygarde that are just not present in Kalos, in the region it was introduced in, and there's no given reason for why it's in Alola. Like, that has irritated me for like 7 years at this point, and yeah, I think it's probably my main reason as to why it's one of my main, like, gripes with Sun and Moon. Also, this Heatran is going to kill Ho-Oh. Like, I'm just saying this right now, this Heatran is going to kill Ho-Oh, and honestly, if it doesn't stay in the ball, it might wipe my entire party out. Man, if I'd said that and it stayed in the Pokeball right there, that would have been perfect. Also, 10 out of 10, that was a crit. And also, normally, under most circumstances, I'd just be like, okay, I'm low health, heal. But no, I can't heal. I can't heal in battle, even with legendary Pokemon. Even with this being the final fight, I can't do that. And Ho-Oh got freed from Fire Spin at actually the perfect time. I don't think I have anything else that would be better than an Ultra Ball. So I just need to keep throwing these and hoping for the best. 1, 2, 3. No. Honestly, I was caught between like 4 different words between what I was gonna say there, and ended up just making a sound. Okay, so back to Helios. Back to Helios. It's all on Charizard now. I guess as Game Freak probably intended. It's all on Charizard now. Because, well, if Charizard can't handle it, I'd probably just get wiped out by this Heatran. And I don't really want to get wiped out by my final Pokemon in the game, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, in the ball. 1. Didn't even roll. Did not even roll. Okay, Lava Plume hits for 39, so I can take 2 more of those, assuming it like consistently hits for 39. 1, 2, 3, click. And we win! With that, Pokemon X and Y is complete. We catch our final Pokemon, that Pokemon being, what is it? The Lava Dome Pokemon, Heatran. Boiling blood, like magma, circulates through its body. It makes its dwelling place in volcanic caves. Now that I think about it, I don't think X and Y is ever stated to have a volcano anywhere. But whatever. With that, I now need to just find... I just need to find my escape rope, and then we can leave. Where is it? I have 2 of these things. There it is. So, let's use the escape rope, get on out of here, and then go and end off this series. Because I do have one tiny thing I have left to do. Also, wait, did I put Circuit in the death box? I think I did. Also, congratulations, Pupitar. You get the honor of being the final Pokemon I see in this playthrough. So I guess good job for you, I suppose. Okay, so with that, let's just hop back on one of our Pokemon, fly close to home, I suppose, and end off the game. Because, I'll be totally honest, yeah, I'm honestly a little bit sad that this playthrough is coming to an end, because I have really enjoyed playing Pokemon X and Y again. Okay, also, I'm really sorry, Hydreigon, I'm so sorry that you were the last thing to die in this playthrough. No, wait, Ho-Oh was the last thing to die in this playthrough. Wait, no, Ho-Oh was alive, right? I think Ho-Oh was alive. I don't know. It was like 2 minutes ago and I don't remember. I'm gonna... You know, I'll put Ho-Oh in there, I think. And then I will just keep these 2 with me for the end, I think. I'm gonna quickly fly back. I'll fly back to Santaloon City, head home, and then we can wrap up this series. Because, honestly, yeah. So as I mentioned about a minute ago, I have very much enjoyed coming back to playing Pokemon X and Y. It's still a Pokemon game that I still really love. I definitely see some of its faults in a lot of places, but it's a game that I genuinely just really enjoy. I don't think I'd say it's like a fully nostalgic connection to it, because, I mean, maybe it is at this point, because it is a game that came out 10 years ago. And honestly, just saying that makes me feel just, like, miserably old. Because, like, I remember going and buying this game on release day. And, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother. I will end by just having one final wander through the Santaloon Forest, and any Pokemon that jumps me, congratulations, you have the chance of being the last Pokemon in the game. Scatterbug, it could... Level 3 Scatterbug, it could be you. Who knows? I am obviously going to try to avoid grass where I can, but hey, we'll see what we can do. Okay, I think Scatterbug really wants to be the last thing. I think it's the same Scatterbug. A level 3 female Scatterbug really wants to be the last thing I encounter in this playthrough, I think I fought that kid at the start of the game, but I'm just going to avoid him regardless. But with that... No, that's another bit of grass that I can avoid. I can dodge this trainer who TNO fought at the start of the game. I don't know if you... Actually, can I fight this kid? Can I? Does he fight me? No, he does not. Okay. Weird. Like, TNO fights him at the start of the game, and that's the only time you get to see them. Like, they never fight you, which is a little bit strange. It's a bit weird seeing a trainer in a Pokemon game that won't fight you. Like, they'll fight another trainer, but they won't fight you. That's a little bit weird to me. Anyway, with one final trip down the Avance Trail... Avance? I don't know how it's pronounced. I know it's meant to be French. You know what, if Caterpie ends up being our final encounter, I'm more than happy with that. Because, well, I think Caterpie was the first proper Pokemon we caught, aside from the scripted Absol, which was meant to be a Pidgey, but still. Okay, Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon, congratulations. You get to be the actual final Pokemon we see in this playthrough. But with that, I think it is time... Nope. Okay, with that, I think it's time for me to finally wrap up this series. So, I'm going to end off today's series here. Well, this series of Pokemon X and Y here. Yeah. What am I going to be doing next? I don't know. That will be something that'll be something that will be happening in the new year. But with that, I think it's time to call it quits on Pokemon X and Y. So, well, with that, we're done. I will have 2 bonus episodes of this going up, though. I have the death montage of, you know, all of the tragic deaths of my Pokemon. And then I will also have a bonus episode, which will be going up, I believe, on Friday? I might be wrong. Scheduling, I will see how it goes. But there will be 2 bonus episodes for Death Montage and another one. And then, after that, I will be taking, like, probably a week off over Christmas and the New Year. So with that, I'm going to end off Pokemon X and Y here. So, yeah. As always, thank you all for watching. As always, feel free to leave a comment and click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined. I hope you all have a great Christmas, or general holidays. Is depending on if you celebrate Christmas or not. I hope you have a great holidays, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you all again in, well, the new year. Okay, thanks for watching, have a nice time, later.